Welcome to a new episode of the 90s Metal Gamer, where we stay hydrated and play video games. I am a sellout, and I'll explain why. I am now a part of the Temu influencer program, and you're probably asking yourself, what is that? I will explain, but before we get into that, let's cue the intro and see what Temu sent us. Let's get started.
And then the Lord said,
I want to see your tiny head.
Month or so ago, I got an email invite from Temu saying that they saw my videos about my Temu trash and they wanted me to actually review some of their products, which struck me as surprising because all of the stuff that I bought from Temu has been trash. Why would anyone want to pay me to review products which I have previously talked trash about? But I digress. Temu saw the potential in my videos and decided they wanted to capitalize on me, which I'm not even mad about. I get to review Temu trash, and they pay me. And it gets them exposure, I guess, considering my channel is so small. They gave me a very limited selection of products to choose from, and I decided to go with the ones that I thought were probably the most useful or even the coolest. I don't know, I just started picking random things. This first product here is a projection sphere, I guess if you want to call it that. I remember some of the pictures on the description of this product where the room was completely lit up in a bunch of different colors, and that immediately caught my attention. And if you know me, I have ADD and bright colors get my attention, so that is the real reason why I picked this. When holding this product, it does feel kind of hollow, but I'm going to spoil it for you guys. Out of all the items that I received, this was my favorite one. What caught me even more off guard is that it came with a USB-C charging cable. I was definitely expecting a micro USB or something. And the cherry on top, or the icing on the cake, however you want to phrase it, is that it came with a remote too, which I even thought was even more impressive. Not what I was expecting from Temu. So thumbs up for that. I'm going to go back to the whole Temu influencer thing for a little bit, because I aim to have 100% transparency on this channel. These items were given to me for free. Okay, I did not have to pay anything out of this. And all Temu wants me to do is to give an honest review about it. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And the good thing is I get to keep these items and do whatever I please with them. I don't know what it means to be an influencer per se, because that's not what this channel was intended for. This channel was intended for video games, and now I have branched off into reviewing Temu products. If it works, it works. You know, I'm not mad. This next product is a touch-sensitive lamp. And who doesn't like a good lamp? It has 3 different color settings: cool white, daylight/natural, and the last one being a combination of both. Personally, I like the cool white setting. I'm really not a big fan of natural daylight colors because it looks brown and yellowish, and I don't like having brownish yellow colors in my house. Those colors remind me too much of poop and pee. What is pretty cool about this is that it came with a USB-C charging cord, so I'll give it an A- for that. These next 3 items are probably the most interesting in the entire batch here. They were what I thought was stackable storage containers, but in actuality they're not stackable at all. In fact, these are just cloth storage containers, and they're not just ordinary cloth. I'll admit the material is actually really nice. They are very strong and very sturdy. However, they are not stackable. And I was low-key disappointed because I actually had intentions to use these stackable containers, if they were stackable, as a laundry basket, or even to put some of my old consoles in there that are just taking up space, to clear up space rather. The really bad part about all this is that I have 3 of these and I have no idea what to do with them. I'm going to unwrap them for you in front of the camera just so you can see that I actually have 3 of them. I'm sure somebody somewhere can find a use for these, but not for me. Not for me. No, I appreciate the fact that Temu would like for me to have these, but I don't think I would have any use for them at all. Here's another angle so you can see the full size of these products here. And they are generously big. As a matter of fact, they are huge. And once again, I am slightly disappointed because I actually wanted to use these, but honestly, I don't think I can. Essentially, what I feel like these are glorified trash bags. And to be honest with you, I really shouldn't complain about it because these items are free. Sorry, Temu. Even though we already tested this lamp in the initial unboxing, we're still going to test it out in my guest bedroom, even though it's still going to be the same. This would make for a fantastic and outstanding nightlight if I could adjust the brightness on this lamp, but I can't, so it's just going to be a nightstand lamp. The little button that you see that I'm touching on the base of the lamp is what controls the color temperature of the light. And there's not very many color temperatures to choose from, but not that I was expecting it to be RGB or anything, but it's enough. Please forgive me as I do not have very many guests in my house. This is what I wanted to say for last. It is the dome projector, and it is by far my most favorite item in this little haul here. I think it is super cool. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop talking for a little bit so you can actually see what I'm talking about. I opted to go to the darkest room in my house, which is the laundry room, and I plugged it up and turned off all the lights just so you can see how it looks. And I have to say, it looks absolutely beautiful. I feel like it's calming my ADD with all these colors that are coming from it. This is beautiful. What I like best about this dome projector, well, aside from the obvious of the changing colors, is the fact that it's USB-C and I also have a remote with it. I was not expecting this much to come off of Temu, and I am thoroughly impressed by this. And there you have it, folks. This concludes this very first Temu influencer video. And truth be told, I don't even know if I did this right. I was just told that I need to record myself reviewing these products and to give an honest review of how I feel about them. And I don't even know if I did that right. So please add suggestions in the comments if you can. That way I can make these Temu influencer videos a little bit better. And don't forget, I love y'all. Stay hydrated and stay tuned for my next video.